Hello and good morning to UPSCFEVER science section. So let us continue. Go to science and then from science there is a index, and today we are going to start with fabrics. Right, so what are fabrics? Fabrics are of two types. One are natural fibers and the second one is artificial fibers. So fabrics are like cotton, silk, and are made of yarns, and yarns are then made of fibers. So that is the cycle. Next is the type of fibers. So as we know, there are two types of fibers. One is natural. Natural fibers are obtained from fibers of plant and animals. So plants like cotton, jute, these give fibers, and these are natural fibers. And fibers obtained from animals are like wool, which is obtained from sheep, goats, rabbits, yak, and camels. And the second natural fiber is silk. Silk is obtained from the cocoons of silkworms. Apart from that, there is another natural fiber which we shall see later. So, starting with cotton, the chemical structure of cotton says that it is a polymer of cellulose, and which means it is made up of large number of glucose units, whereas wool is obtained from Angora goats, which is found in Jammu and Kashmir region. Also, the wool of the Kashmiri goat is used in making pashmina shawls. Apart from this, other animals that give wool are llamas and alpacas of South America. The next natural fiber is silk. So silk is obtained from sericulture. Sericulture is rearing of silkworms to produce silk. So these are the three natural fibers. There is also one known as flax. So flax is a natural fiber that is obtained from plants. Right. So jute is another natural fiber. Jute is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. This is usually harvested during its flowering stage, and preferably jute is grown during the rainy season. And in India, jute plantations are seen in West Bengal and on the Bangladesh border. Jute requires very muddy soil and which is available there, and it can tolerate high and heavy rainfall. So the process of extraction of jute fibers is that the stem of the jute plant is immersed in water, and then the fibers are separated from it. Properties of natural fibers are that they don't burn easily, and then they also cotton absorbs sweat and keeps the body cool, whereas wool does not allow heat from the body to escape. So woolen clothes are preferred during winters. Jute is also known as the golden fiber because it is useful in making gunny bags and sacks, and it is an alternative to plastic bags. So it is a very eco-friendly product. Next is artificial fibers. These are also known as synthetic fibers, and they burn easily and they stick to the body of the person. And that is why we do not use synthetic fibers when we handle inflammable goods like crackers, etc. Mostly these synthetic fibers are originating from petrochemicals. So let us see some examples of artificial fibers. The first artificial fiber which we shall see is rayon. Rayon is also known as artificial silk, and it is obtained from the chemical treatment of wood pulp. So it is not a fully synthetic fiber because wood pulp is a natural substance. However, it is not a natural fiber because it needs chemical treatment. The next natural fiber is the fully synthetic fiber known as nylon, and this is a fiber which has its origin from petrochemicals. A string of nylon is considered to be stronger than the string of steel of equivalent weight and width, and so nylon is used in making parachutes and ropes. Next is polyester. Polyester, probably you have heard polyester clothes. These are wrinkle-free clothes, and so polyester is a fiber which does not easily wrinkle itself as well as absorb water. So polyester clothes dry also quickly. Terylene is one example of a polyester, and PET is another example of polyester. PET is used in making plastic bottles, utensils, wires, etc. And finally, acrylic. Acrylic is also known as artificial wool. So these are the artificial fibers. One is rayon, then nylon, polyester, terylene, and acrylic. So that was it about natural and artificial fibers. Next topic is plastics. Plastics are polymers and they are mostly two types. One is thermoplastics and the other is thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics bend on heating, and that means that their shapes can be molded many times. Example is PVC and polythene. However, there are certain plastics, once they take a shape, they cannot be molded into any other shape, and these are known as thermosetting plastics. Example is bakelite and melamine. Melamine is used on the coat of firemen because it has a very high inflammation point and it is virtually flame resistant. So melamine is used as a coating on the clothes of firemen. Whereas Teflon, which is also a very popular plastic, is used mostly on non-stick cookware. So we may note down this, that Teflon and melamine, these are the very popular plastics. Finally, rubber. Right, so rubber is manufactured from rubber latex, and this is obtained from the rubber tree. Latex is a colloidal dispersion of rubber in water, and it is also known as cis-1,4 isoprene. So you can note this down, that the chemical formula for rubber is cis-1,4 isoprene. Rubber is also a highly weight losing substance. That means only 40% of the latex obtained from the plant can be converted into rubber. Natural rubber is very brittle at low temperature, and so it is treated with sulfur and hardened to get to make usable articles like tires or sandals, etc. And this process is known as vulcanization, and this helps us get a toughened form of rubber. Right, so that was it. Next is certain breeds of sheep found in India. The Lohi breed, which is in Rajasthan, Rampur Bushehr, UP and Himachal, Nadi, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Bakharwal breed of sheep in JK, and the Marwadi and Patanwadi breed of sheep which are found in Gujarat. Finally, before we close this chapter, there is a single point. Anthrax is a very common blood disease seen in wool sorters, and it is a very deadly disease. So if you are now able to grasp the concepts in this chapter, you can easily solve this multiple choice questions. And if you are able to score more than 80% marks, you can move ahead to the next topic, which is the sixth chapter in our science section. So thank you and best of luck.